Hey, it's Mark Allen. We're having a great summer break from the pod, but we're looking forward to getting back. There's a stack to talk about. Now, if you didn't hear the episode last year when the Ox told us about putting something up his nose and then going to hospital, and then the nursing stories that followed, well, you're in for some fun. If you did hear it, have another listen. If you liked it, send it on to a friend and get them to join the Couple of Blokes family. The more, the merrier. By the way, Ox and I are back on January 24, thanks to the good people at E&S Trading. We'll talk to you then.
G'day, Mick from Geelong here, and it's a couple of blokes, couple of beers. Ox and Marko, you made it this far. Good luck.
Mark Allen here and David Schwartz, the Ox. Good to see you, Ox.
G'day, Marko. Great to be back. How are you?
Hey, mate, I'm starting to love this podcasting business.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's almost therapy.
Yeah.
Week after week after week, which I like.
It is for
I don't
some
mind
of
a bit of therapy. Listen, you think you're funny.
Hey, you know,
Come on.
You know how you've been getting stuck into me about my twisties and all that sort of stuff over the
Well,
journey.
you're an easy target.
And I'm clean at the moment. So I've changed my eating a bit.
So So before last episode, this episode, you haven't weakened.
No, I haven't weakened yet.
Have you gone down the aisle at the supermarket?
Yes, I have.
Did you get sweets of any kind?
No, I've been good. I've been a good boy. So
How long have you been off the sugar for and off the twisties?
A month, give or take a month.
Good work.
So I'm going all right.
Good, I'm proud of you.
But what I thought I'd do, because food trends are changing here in Australia.
I agree. Now, this is something we completely agree on.
Okay, so
How often do you go places you have to ask, what is that?
what is that?
What the hell is
so
that?
So when you were growing up as a kid,
Yeah.
there used to be an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
There used to be a Chinese restaurant,
That's right.
if you were lucky, and you got to eat out maybe once a
right.
month
That's
of
right.
each one.
That's right.
There was obviously fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
So what I thought I'd do, I reckon there's a lot of Asian influence at the moment.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's my gut feel.
By the way, I love Asian food.
So do I.
Magnificent.
We all do. I think everybody loves
Magnificent.
Asian food. So I then thought, how do I find this out categorically, what people are eating here in Australia? So I thought, let's go to Google.
Why?
Because I wanted to find out what the top 10, I don't know, I just like to know what people are eating. Or
Well,
what
you
they're-
just sit at home twiddling your thumbs, thinking to yourself and go, I'm going to Google top 10 meals in Australia.
Because what you eat and what I eat is probably different to what normal other folk
I
eat.
well think we're very normal.
Oh, you're normal, are you?
Reasonably.
Yeah, God, you haven't even eaten a banana or a strawberry.
Well, that's because it's not because I don't like the taste of banana, because I can have a banana milkshake.
How do you know?
Or
You've
a
never had
strawberry
one.
milkshake. Well, I know what banana tastes like because I've had milkshakes before.
They don't taste. That's milk and ice cream.
Well, what if it doesn't taste like banana? Then why are they calling it a banana milkshake?
Because
it's
it's
got to
fla-
taste something like a banana.
Well, it does. It's flavouring, but it's the texture of the banana that is the best part of the banana.
No, so it's the texture that I can't cop.
Well, you don't know.
I do know because I can see it, and I'm telling you, I'm not putting that thing in my mouth.
But what about if I mash it up?
Even worse.
Strawberries?
Never.
Oh, tell me, what about grapes?
No, I've never had a grape.
Salt.
I've never
What
had a
are you
grape.
doing, mate?
I've never had a sultana. I've never had a grape.
Hang on. Can I just say one thing about sultanas?
What's that?
I ended up in hospital through sultanas.
It's another good reason not to put them in your mouth.
No, I didn't put them in my mouth.
What happened?
I was 3.
You
and
stuck it up your
I shoved
Put it in your nose.
I shoved a packet up my nose.
You put a packet of sultanas up your nose.
I was 3. I was seeing how many I could get up there. I got the packet up. I had to go to the hospital to have my because they pushed up into my eyes. And I had sultana eyes.
Oh, mate.
So
imagine if you did that in today's age of social media.
God.
You would have been known as the Sultana King. You would have gone viral.
So-
you would have had sultanas dripping out your nose.
I understand sultanas, but I ended up in hospital.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I want to go back to food.
Yeah.
So I did this search, and I've found the top 10 meals or the top 10 things searched for with meals here in Australia.
So people are searching for meals
Takeaway
enough.
Takeaway dishes.
They are
searched by-
searching for a certain type of meal enough for it to register when you ask Google what are the top 10.
So these are the most popular takeaway dishes searched by Australians.
takeaway.
All right. So
All right. Yeah,
number
go.
1, you go. Tell me what you think.
Pizza.
Poke bowl, number 1.
There is no way in this world that Australians' number one is a poke bowl.
Poke bowl. Now, just remember,
What's in a poke bowl, by the way?
Oh, a bit of rice and a bit of kale and a bit of shit. I don't know. I don't know.
Pizza better be number two, mate.
Number two, chicken burrito.
It is not.
Chicken burrito number two.
Chicken burrito.
Number three,
It better be pizza.
hot wings.
It is not.
Hot wings.
People are Googling hot wings more than pizza.
Number four, beef tacos.
Right,
Number five is a pho.
what the hell is a pho?
Well, pho's like a soup with noodles and it's Vietnamese.
like a
popular.
Alaska or something?
Yeah, like Alaska.
Alaska. Alaska or Alaska? You
the
say
next-
Alaska, I'll say Alaska.
The next one is a difficult one. I
Okay.
can't even pronounce it. I think it's an acai.
What? A what? Yeah, it is the second time you've gone with this.
An acai bowl.
An SCE bowl.
An acai bowl. Now, I don't know what an acai bowl is, but I'm tipping there's a bit of cabbage in there. I don't know. I'm tipping
What's it
there's a bit
like?
of
Is there a picture of it? Can I have a look?
No, there's no picture.
So, are people actually looking up what this food is, or this is the
No,
most
this is what-
ordered food?
This is what
The most ordered
This is
food?
this is the most popular
Or do-
takeaway dishes searched by Australians.
Unbelievable.
The next one is a margarita pizza.
Thankfully. That's for kids. That's for parents. They're all out having the barbecue somewhere on the gas.
And the
what are
la-
we getting the kids? Margarita pizza. Google
And the
it.
last one is chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders.
So I'm tipping that this list has been done for 14 to 22-year-olds. Because I reckon people are looking up takeaway dishes or filling in those things, the younger generation.
Let's do our top five.
All right, so-
let's do just you and me.
Okay.
Our top five
Yep.
takeaway dishes.
Yep.
Number one, pizza.
Number two, Mongolian beef.
Salt.
There we go.
Absolutely
So we got one
salt.
each. We got one each there.
No worries whatsoever. Number three, Indian food.
Oh, you like Indian? Bit of Rogan Josh.
I love the Rogan Josh. I'm the only one in the family who wants to order the Rogan Josh.
I'm a Musselman beef man. I love Musselman beef.
Do you?
Yeah, really love Musselman beef.
I know.
But you know, we said Asian before. Asian's my go-to.
Well,
I
hang on,
love Asian.
Hang on, well, don't discount India from Asia.
No, I know that's a big
India
part.
is a big part of
know.
Asia, mate.
Well, I know it's the biggest part of Asia. It is the biggest part of Asia. No, it's not the biggest.
It's Asian food.
No, but is India bigger than China?
Whoa,
Hang
don't
on
know.
a minute. Hang on a minute.
Google it.
Hey, Google, who has a bigger population, India or China?
I'm saying China.
India's population will reach 1.412 billion in 2022, compared with 1.426 billion in China.
So,
China.
so it's
China,
close.
China. But India are closing in.
It's 2 million in front.
So the Indians are getting busy. They're getting busy. But I think also...
So India's like bone crusher coming from nowhere.
Oh yeah, they're coming Kiwi, and here comes Kiwi. No, I think what it is too. I think what it is. China had that the population, the one child policy for a long time.
Well, that's slowed them right
might
up.
have slowed them right up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. So going back to food, sweet and sour chicken as well.
Oh, yes.
Love sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah.
Love the sweet and sour.
Yeah.
And what's your number? What's your last one?
Oh, the last one I'd go to.
Pizza. You've had pizza.
I'm probably just going to say like Italian.
Yeah. Like a.
You'd order in a spaghetti matriciana or something like that.
Love matriciana.
Yeah.
I like the col polo too, which is like a bit of chicken and
Yeah,
mushroom
that's
in
nice.
a creamy sauce.
Yeah, some kind of pasta.
Yeah,
so
good.
there's our top five.
There's our top five.
By the way, what do you call that? Asia bowl?
An Asia bowl.
Dan, our good man here, has just showed me a picture of it. It's got bananas and strawberries in it.
You're not.
There's no way.
You're not eating
What
it.
else is in that thing? Can you tell? There's a bit of
looks
broccoli,
like-
it looks like.
A bit of cabbage, a bit of granola, a bit of mango. No, that's
What sort of a person would
that's
order that garbage?
That's sorbet. That's sorbet.
There's a bit of sorbet in
So
there.
it's like a fruit bowl.
How
It's
much
like
would
a
that
fruit bowl.
cost? How much would that cost? What's your garden variety Asia?
If you went into a vegan restaurant, that'd be about $25.
Oh, rubbish.
25 smacks. That's what it'd be.
For that?
Yep.
Oh, you could go in the most people's fridge and
Yeah.
whack one of those together.
Not yours.
Hey, you know, the start of the podcast when you're talking about how many sultanas you stuck up your nose when you're 3 years old.
Just a packet.
I've got a nurse friend,
Yeah.
and she's told me some stories that will fair dinkum shock you about what people have put inside themselves.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you the most horrific one I've ever heard of in my entire life. We'll come back in a tick and I'll tell you about them.
You're having a couple of beers with a couple of blokes. This is Ox and Marko. And when you get a sec, we'd love you to subscribe and rate the podcast.
Righto.
Hang on.
Can we just get another beer, please?
Yep, second one.
Second one, let's go.
Oh, how's the sound of that? Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hey, I told you about, I was going to tell you about a horrific story.
Well,
About
you would
nurses.
know because you've had a lot of operations and you've had a lot of interaction with nurses of recent.
The nurses are the unsung heroes of this country.
They should be canonised.
They're
some of them.
underpaid. The stuff they have to do to people, that's embarrassing, and the way they handle it, you just, you know, they're incredible.
They clean up stuff that shouldn't have to be
That's
cleaned
right.
up.
And if you know them, you also know that they've got big mouths and they love telling stories. they absolutely love
Now,
telling
we're not going to give away
stories,
any
mate.
names. We're not going to give away any
No.
names or any personal details here, but
Anyway.
what do you got?
We've all heard the stories about something's got stuck up someone's bum.
Well, we saw one
Right.
didn't we see one in Jackass where he put a toy car up there?
Yeah.
And that can always happen.
Right.
You know, you just
You slip and your car ends up your bum.
You're looking for a tunnel, and that's what happens. All right.
Right. So this fella turns up at the hospital into emergency, screaming
Oh, what's happened?
in pain.
Oh, no.
Like they didn't know what was going on, but he's screaming, could hardly walk.
Appendicitis?
No,
Okay.
he'd stuck a toothpaste
tube.
in his bum.
Ouch.
Right.
Oh, my goodness me.
But
Please tell me he had the lid on it.
Here's the kicker.
Oh, no.
He stuck it up there without the lid.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And this is like 15 years ago when toothpaste was real spearminty type stuff.
Oh, in other words, the spearmint in your bum.
Anyway, what he's tried to do is use his rectum to squeeze it out. But what happened? He squeezed the toothpaste
Oh, no.
even further up his ass. And then, you know, your bum, it's a pretty, you know.
It's a spearmint choke wedge.
So because he's got it all the way up there,
Oh,
you know,
no.
at the very end, it's wider than the top.
Yeah.
So it's like a barb.
Yeah.
You know, when
You're not going to be able to get out.
You know about fishing. You're a fisherman
Yeah.
from
I
way
know.
back.
That's why they have
So
barbs.
that's why they got the barb. So the end of the toothpaste acted like a barb.
Oh, no.
And the more he squeezed to try and get it out, anyway, he'd never seen pain.
No. That'd be ridiculous.
No one's seen anything like it.
So did
Oh,
he survive?
Yeah, he survived. He's been smiling ever since. He's got a ring of confidence right to this day.
You know, you said nurses. You're saying how nurses like to talk. I've got a friend who's a nurse.
Yeah.
And just prior to lockdown, she had this patient come in.
Right.
And he was only a tiny guy, like 5'5", really skinny.
Midgets get a good run on this show.
Tiny. Anyway, but he was pretty crook. He was pretty crook. And so he was kind of out of it a bit. And
Right.
and the girls had to give him sponge baths and look after him.
Little sponges.
No, Marko, this is the point. This is the point. It was to his knee.
What?
It was to his knee. All right?
Oh, the 6 o'clock.
So his 6 o'clock went to his knee, right?
His 6 o'clock went down to his knee.
So-
but he's only little.
So the one thing
But hang
that
on, how tall was he again?
doesn't matter if it goes to your knee, it's still of good
it's
size.
out of whack.
It's still a good size.
It's out of whack.
So the number one, you know, it's about discretion and privacy. So what the nurses do is they tell every other nurse on the floor, and they they come through and they say, you got to come and have a look at. Let's just call him John.
Yep.
You got to come and have a look at John.
Yeah.
So John's lying.
Little John.
So little John. So John's lying unconscious because he's really sick.
Yeah.
And he's just got the sheet over him.
And one by one, they're coming in, peering under the sheet.
And to this day, and they've seen 5,000 6 o'clocks 5,000 6 o'clocks. This is 14 plus on without anything.
Are you joking?
No.
Longer than a ruler.
Much longer than a ruler.
Well, 4 centimetres to be exact.
How's that?
That is impressive.
Baby's arm holding an apple. It was
my God.
enormous.
See, stuff like that goes in hospitals.
No, that's
that
folklore.
goes down the folklore.
And,
I love folklore.
And you know the other thing is?
What's that?
They took it in terms of the sponge baths.
What?
Well, they had to make sure that he was...
Everyone looked after.
Yeah, everyone he was the most looked after person at this hospital. Very
Little John
had
a big wang.
Yep.
And he's now in folklore.
Folklore as the number one to ever come through the doors.
Magnificent. So if he's unconscious and he's getting sponge baths, I know what we're like. I mean, if someone's touched the inside of my leg, that's all she wrote.
No, I reckon.
So what happens?
I reckon if he's unconscious,
don't get any ideas.
I reckon there was no movement.
So it was like a forearm and a little apple.
Yeah, it was big.
And there was no movement to speak of.
Just absolutely natural, relaxed.
You know, there is great mystique about men with the monster. Don't you think? The word gets around town faster about a man with a monster than most things.
And the blokes with the monster can do tricks.
Oh, God bless they can.
No, some tricks. So not with girls.
What,
but
the hamburger and all that kind of stuff?
The wristwatch?
The wristband, wristband's impressive.
The coin slot?
I've seen the coin slot just once.
Okay.
Just once.
I've got a mate who can do 26 50-cent pieces.
In the foreskin?
Yep.
No way.
26 50-cent pieces. I've got another mate who can do 2...
Ruckman?
Yes. Same mate can do 2 party sausage rolls.
What's a party sausage roll? No!
Yes.
Not in the...
Yeah.
So, all right. So, let me put this forward. I'm a circumcised man, okay?
So am I.
I don't understand the foreskin.
Neither do I.
I had no idea it had these superpowers.
Oh, no, that's superpowers.
And then if you can put 20, how many 50-cent coins?
26 50-cent pieces.
And then get rid of those and then stick a couple of sausage rolls down there.
Party sausage rolls.
Party sausage rolls.
Not the 4-leg ones.
Obviously, we don't know what we're missing out on.
No. And I'm probably...
Because that is hours of fun, folks. That is unbelievable.
You know what? I'll stick to the sultanas.
Yes. Your sultanas look quite pedestrian now.
Yeah, I'm just sultana, man. Talking about 4 and 20.
A couple of shows ago, we started talking about situations in life, whether we could still be friends.
Yeah. And
I've got one for you.
You're talking about cardigans early on and all that sort of stuff.
Teeth whitening, blah, 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 blah. There's a bloke I know in the TV industry, mid-50s.
You're hanging out with a lot of these TV execs at the moment, aren't you? You brown-nosing?
It's not me.
Because you know what you got to do. If you want to get to the top, you know what you have to do, don't you?
I know exactly what in TV. It's a disgrace what people will do to get to the top. I'm not doing it.
Talk about spearmint. You'll be getting a taste of that if you want to get to the top.
Stop it! All right. Anyway, respected person.
Okay.
Around the network. Very respected. Don't guess. No guessing here.
Okay.
He was asking me whether I would or have done Botox just to get rid of it. I said, no. This is millions of dollars I've put in the cream in my face.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's the skin's going okay. So he asked me whether I was Botoxing. I said, no, I'm not Botoxing. I'm okay. He goes, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. TV's a different beast.
Well, now my question is not whether I can be friends with him, because I can, and I understand it on TV. But if you had a mate, let's say you played golf with him on a Wednesday morning.
Yep.
Okay. And something was wrong. He would smile and his eyes would not light up like they used to light up.
So a bit tight.
Well, he'd smile, but the top half of his head wasn't working right.
All right, so let's say Wayne Carey style.
That's right.
Or Dermot Brereton.
Dermot Brereton style.
And they're well known. They've admitted they've used Botox.
Great fellas on TV. We get it.
No wrinkles.
That's right. But the Wednesday boys you play golf with?
I'm not putting up with it. They're not friends. I don't want my mate. My mates don't need Botox. We love them for who they are. No, if they did, we'd love them to do it because the amount of, what we'd take out of them would go to new levels.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
We would give it to them.
Like you can be friends.
You imagine, nice putt, Botox boy.
Yeah.
Does your husband drive? All that sort of stuff.
So you hit that bugger shot stiff, just like your face.
Yeah, it'd be just. It'd be merciless towards him.
Yeah, I like it.
But I get it in TV land.
Yeah.
But some of them don't work. I'm not sure if you've seen Simon Cowell of late. Have you seen him?
No, not lately.
If his head's pulled any time, I reckon he's had. I don't know if he's had. I don't know if it's Botox or if he's had lifts.
Maybe
but he's unrecognisable.
Simon Cowell's unrecognisable.
Unrecognisable. There's heaps of them. What about Tara Reid? Remember Tara Reid from?
She was one of the most gorgeous girls of all time. Yeah,
the most beautiful. Have a look at her.
Fair to say, lost her way.
Lost her way.
Just fractionally.
Do you watch Botched? Do you watch Botched on TV?
Yeah, I do. I can get about 15 minutes in before I have to turn it off.
Oh, I love Botched. Just watching these people try and read. There was a lady came in the other day who was turning herself into a cat. Like getting little whiskers and putting it.
No, she was
I'm telling
not.
you, she's a cat lady. She had tattoos and she had unbelievable.
I caught an episode once where a guy put horns in. He was going to be the devil. I reckon everyone's seen this one.
And there's another one with a lady who put a love heart in her forehead, like under the skin. I'm thinking, what are you doing, darling?
Hang on, she put a template love heart under her forehead.
Like a rubber implant. So she got a love heart on her head.
What was the purpose of that?
To show love to everybody. World's gone mad. I reckon you age gracefully.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt aging beautifully.
Yeah.
Richard Gere aging beautifully.
Yeah.
They make Julia Roberts. She's aging beautifully. I don't think she's had any work done, has she?
Not as far as I know.
Yeah.
Ellie McPherson, bit of Botox, but apart from that, unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Just a gorgeous woman.
So to answer your question,
yes,
you can get Botox, but expect a little bit of...
Yeah, so you can be friends. Verdict, can be friends.
But expect argy-bargy.
Accurate.
Tab Cola has a beautiful taste. So good for beautiful.
So, Marko, we're mentioning Elle Macpherson and Tab commercial and all that sort of stuff. But I want to speak to you about hall passes. But before we do that, I reckon we go into the cone of silence.
We've got a cone of silence?
Of course we've got a cone of silence, mate. We're doing this properly. This is not just some put together little...
Where's the cone of silence button?
Here it is. The body.
Amazing.
The body.
Crazy.
We've heard all the stories.
Yeah.
We love Elle Macpherson. Is she your leaf pass?
From Trish?
Yeah.
No, Trish would... Trish would have my balls in a sling.
Really?
Yeah, before I got any kind of leave pass. But let's pretend we're in a different universe, right? And where leave passes were handed out.
Yep.
There'd be a hell of a lot of leave passes coming my way. I wouldn't stop at Elle.
So the other saying was...
I would go.
Would you start at Elle?
I would start at Elle. That's accurate. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then Giselle.
Giselle?
Yeah, Giselle.
I'm a Jennifer Aniston person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and Courtney Cox. I don't know why, but...
Courtney Cox?
I know.
Courtney Cox?
I know.
You can have anybody in the whole world.
Yeah, I
and
know.
you're going back to Friends.
Yeah, I know.
You're a sick man.
I'm leaving Phoebe alone. But the other two, absolutely. And if we're talking current, I love Katy Perry. I do love Katy Perry.
All right.
But I'm a blonde bloke. I like blondes.
You can only have one. Kylie or Danny.
Oh, Kylie Minogue
Kylie
every
Minogue?
day of the... Yeah, you know that.
No. See, Kylie Minogue had more fame, but I think if you just had the girls next to each other and you had to pick, I think Danny...
What about pre-Botox, pre-surgery?
Kylie. That's not to say Danny hasn't aged gracefully with the work she's had.
Oh, last one.
Because she looks great.
Jen Hawkins.
Jen Hawkins or?
Megan Gale.
Oh, Jen Hawkins every day of the week.
Thank you. We like Jen.
Yeah, she's a star.
All beautiful people.
All right, that's very funny. Just got through this beer too, beautifully. How good was it?
I love it.
This is a great concept.
Beautiful drink.
As usual, it is time for the final joke. Okay, you're going again, are you?
Spin the wheel.
You love telling.
I'll do another one.
No, I'll do it. All right, spin the wheel. Knock knocks, blonde jokes, dad jokes, little Johnnies, couple others. It's a blonde joke. Back to back. We're going back to back.
Back to back with the blonde jokes.
Nice.
Well, not the first time. All right. Let me think.
Come on.
What did I do last time? Did I do one about driving last time? I did.
Yeah.
Might do another one. All right. A blonde is driving down the countryside road, Marko.
Countryside, right?
Yeah, when she sees another blonde in a rowboat trying to row her way through the field.
She's rowing?
Through the field.
Right.
She's blonde.
It's unusual.
The blonde in the car yells out, "It is blondes like you that give us a bad name. And I'd come over there and give you a piece of my mind if I could swim."
You're a good man. See you next week.
Go on you, Marko.
Hey, don't forget, mate, I will never forget. I want an update on that golfing situation with your buddies on a Wednesday. You'd want to have that conversation this week.
I'm making the phone call when I get out of here. I'll be back to you.
Looking forward to it.
Well, and there it is. A couple of blokes, couple of beers with Ox and Marko. And a big thanks to Mick from Geelong for being part of the show today. Another great member of the Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers family. And if you want to get involved in the show, we'd love you to. Just send a message on Instagram, Facebook or Twitter. All you got to do is search Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers and you'll find us there. And don't forget to rate the podcast, subscribe and share it around. Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers. Executive producer is Dan Bradley, Kaizen Media. Sound design, Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com.